Good day everybody, it's me again, Charlotte Telig from the Department of Tourism Management. So for today's video, I will rate 10 types of tourism. I choose these 10 types of tourism among 25 because these were the types I think is the important among all of them. And these are the cultural tourism, the religious tourism, the ecotourism, the bird tourism, the business tourism, the science tourism, the culinary tourism, the LGBT tourism, beach tourism, and celebrity tourism. So without further ado, let's start. Let's start rating backward. Top 10 among all of them is the celebrity tourism. When we say celebrity tourism, these are the people who are traveling not just by destination itself, but because of the celebrity who are there. Celebrity tourism, it is the type of tourism where the celebrity is the main attraction or the main motivation of the tourist to travel or to move. I will example myself. I'm from Sipocot, Camarines Sur, and I attended a Kaugma Festival year 2017 which held on Pili, Camarines Sur. I traveled from Sipocot to Pili, Camarines Sur because my favorite love team that time is the main attraction. I don't care the destination itself or the free food and so on. All I think that time is James Reid and Nadine Lustre, which is the main guest of the said festival. I'm still a biggest fan of James Reid and Nadine Lustre, although they already broke up. Moving on, this type of tourism will really loved by people who are a die-hard fan of a specific celebrity, even though they are a solo traveler or they travel by group. You should try this type of tourism, especially when you really want to see a celebrity in person. This is also fitted to traveler or people who want to support their favorite celebrity, a celebrity who is traveling around the world to have a mall tour, or a fan who only wants to see and support her specific idol. Next is top 9, which is beach tourism. When we say beach tourism, it is a type of tourism that people travel for the purpose of visiting beaches or the people who are thalassopile. When we say thalassopile, these are the people who are attracted to the ocean or sea and who wants to visit beaches. Like for example, there's a couple who traveled to El Nido, Palawan. Aside from they take a super promo that was offered in the Palawan, they also want to go to the beach and enjoy the scenic view and breathe the fresh air. People should try this type of tourism, especially this summer, to at least unwind, breathe the fresh air, and enjoy the different types of activities or different types of recreational activities that was offered in the beaches and to escape. This type of tourism is not only for a couple but also to a single traveler, for a family, and for a group of friends. Next, top 8. Top 8 is the LGBT tourism. There's a lot of reason why people do travel in the LGBT tourism. First is they want to travel to reveal their real identity or their real gender, especially the local people who are part of LGBT community. They prefer to travel internationally to reveal their real identity or their real gender. Second is they travel for the sake of same-sex marriage, because here in the Philippines, we all know that same-sex marriage is illegal, so they travel outside the Philippines or outside the country just to have their wedding. Lastly, they travel just because they want to. They want to attend a social gatherings where people are accepted their pronouns and accepted who they are. Like for example, some local celebrities travel outside the Philippines just for the sake of same-sex marriage, like Aiza Sigera and her wife. Another example is Rostom Padilla. He exited the Philippines using the name Rostom Padilla, but when he came back, he changed his name into Binibining Gandang Hari. He traveled internationally to reveal his real gender. People should try this type of tourism, especially to those people who are member of the LGBT community, because this type of tourism existed for them to help them reveal themselves and to have them place where they belong. Next is top 7, which is science tourism. Science tourism is one of the most interesting types of tourism for me. People are traveling under this type of tourism to seek answers, to get to know, to encounter results, and to gain experiences and knowledge about the certain topic they are studying. Like for example, there was a certain group of scientists who traveled to Iceland just to get a sample of lava from Fagradalsfjall volcano. People who are curious about a certain thing or they want to know the answer about the specific study, they should try the science tourism then. This type of tourism is fitted to scientists. Usually, they really do travel to seek answers. Additionally, these were also fitted to those people who are curious and just want to see a destination that was connected to science. Next is top 6, which is culinary tourism. People travels to a particular destination just to taste a cuisine. This was also fall under one of the tourist motivation to travel. The exploration of food is one of the tourist purpose to travel. They want to taste a unique cuisine, and the food itself is the main motivation of people to move from their usual place of residence. I rate this as top 6 because culinary tourism is one of the most important types of tourism in the industry. People never stop eating. Instead, they are very motivated to taste every authentic cuisine that was offered by different countries. Like for example, the photos of Lakwacherong Irigenyo who travels around the Bicol, and a lot of his followers are very motivated to travel because of the photos of foods from different types of establishment around Bicol. His followers surely wanted to try it and taste it, so they travel outside the usual place of residence for the purpose of tasting the specific food. That is specific food. Filipinos never stop eating. Instead, they love eating. They eat non-stop and they want to try different types of cuisine, and that's why people, especially mukbangers, should try this type of tourism not only for their contents but also to try and experience the proudly cuisine offered by the particular area. This will also help the travelers to familiarize the place because of the authentic cuisine they being served. Top 5 is business tourism. This is the oldest form of tourism. Obviously, business tourism is niche for business travelers. Businesswomen and businessmen wouldn't avoid traveling to a particular destination for the sake of their business. They do travel for the purpose of business, like for example, traveling to Italy to run some errands regarding on the business. The good thing in business types of tourism is that aside from you travel because of business, you can also relax and visit the attraction sites after the convention you attended, after you meet a client, or after your business works. Top 4 is birth tourism. I love this type of tourism, and I can't deny the fact that maybe in the near future, I will try this type of tourism for my future children. In birth tourism, people do travel to another country where birth tourism is legal to give birth. The main reason why people try this type of tourism is because they can obtain citizenship in order to gain opportunities. Like for example, a pure Filipino mother traveled to the United States together with her pure Filipino husband to give birth with their child. I'm telling you guys, to those viewers who want to have children in the near future, you should try this type of tourism for your future children's opportunities in other country. Additionally, this type of tourism is for people who try surrogacy or people who travel to get babies or to have sperm implant, for mother who wants to give birth to other country, and people who wants to get green card or the permanent resident card in the specific country. My top 3 type of tourism is ecotourism. Ecotourism is one of the important types of tourism. It allows tourists to experience environmental activities. Tourists are interacting with natural attraction. And ecotourism is all about sustainability through educating the public and promote the green practices. When you travel in this type of tourism, you should take note the rule in traveling, which is take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and kill nothing but time. That was the only rule that a tourist should bear in their mind in order for the next generation get use, experience, and get benefit from it. Ecotourism is open for those travelers who want to interact with the environment. Like for example, people are traveling in the Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park. This was one of the most famous ecotourism destinations in the Philippines. People do travel in here because they want to wander in the cave and they want to see the mysterious beauty of the underground river. The second to the last type of tourism, or the top 2 type of tourism, is religious tourism. For me, religious tourism is one of the most important types of tourism. It educates people regarding on different religions and belief. In religious tourism, people do travel to a place for a purpose of visiting religious sites, events of sacred nature, rituals, and ceremonies. I'm promoting this type of tourism because people should be knowledgeable enough in order to gain respect and avoid discrimination in the different types of religions across the world. This type of tourism is for people who are very religious and moralistic type of person. They do travel for the purpose of their religions. Like for example, the devotees are traveling to attend the event honoring the Black Nazarene every year. They try their best to touch the Black Nazarene because when they do, they believe that their wish will come true and their burdens will gone. Lastly, my top 1 type of tourism among all of the types of tourism is cultural tourism. Cultural tourism is one of the most important types of tourism. People do travel to discover and experience others' cultures. Since this was one of the most important types of tourism, I'm eager to promote to all of the viewers to try this type of tourism, not only to experience their cultures, but also to know and understand why they have that kind of culture and why they need to practice their culture or why they need to practice that type of culture. Promoting this type of tourism is important in order for us to gain respect. When we get to understand this type of tourism completely, it will remove judgment and we will fully understand why they need to practice that culture. So you should try this type of tourism. It's because it will give you knowledge about their culture and it will help you understand their culture. It will also give you experiences that you can brag to other people, especially the cultures of the people who live in Cordillera administrative region. People who lives in CAR or in the Cordillera administrative region, they usually have unique cultures. So that's all. Aside from my chosen 10 types of tourism among 25 types of tourism, you also gain knowledge about them, their definitions, their specific examples, and why do people like you should try this type of tourism. I'm looking forward to see you on my next vlog. Bye bye!